not selling out, I'm not even looking for fame. As soon as I gave it to God, he made me the best in the game. Can't even lie, it was simple. All I did was start saying his name. Now everything that I put out is different. I don't think he made me the same. That's why I'm way at the top. God keep telling me drop, devil keep telling me stop, because he a op, the flow nasty. I need a mop, all of the music pop, I think it's a gift. Look at my life shift, even when I trip, the enemy might slip. He got a tight grip, but I'm equipped. No cap, them demons gave me a fight.
Hey, Lorain County Friday Night Lights. Welcome to week 8. Well, it's actually week 9. We're gonna recap week 8 and carry on the light, breaking records, because we had some records broken in the last 2 weeks. Marco Sorigliano had broke some county records. John Solomon broke some Lorain Titan records, along with Jakari and Kathy. Avon ended up being the all-time leading rusher, and still has several games. Is probably the Eagles are going to make a deep run in the playoffs. He'll add on to that tally. He surpassed Ross Douglas. Bobby LaRosa was first, and then Ross Douglas was second. He currently sits at the top at 3,500, and I lost count. Coach Elder sent me the last update I got was week 7. But as you know, if you follow the group, you'll see the posting. He's the all-time leading rusher as he took a photo with his family. And then we got an opportunity to see him for the second time this year, once against Olmsted Falls, and then last Friday against Amherst. Kevin Jordan, man, he's a definition of a workhorse. And congratulations to Kevin Jordan for being Lorain County Friday Night Lights Player of the Week, presented by Peace, Love, and Little Donuts in Avon, Ohio. Congratulations to him. He will be on later today on the bottom half of our hour. Mr. Versatility had some other responsibilities. He's not going to be able to make it. So, and I'll always want to give a shout out to our members. We're currently at 8,668 members. So congratulations to the members. Pat yourself on the back as we continue to grow. And if you look right here, Kevin Jordan also won Jenny's Old Fashioned Popcorn Player of the Week. Truly impressive. We'll get more in depth in the numbers before we get to who you got on our last segment. And I'll basically just talk about those 4 running backs. I'll take those 4 running backs against yours in the state of Ohio. And I'll take my chances. Real impressed by I got an opportunity to see three of the 4 this year. We Solomon versus Garfield Heights, Jordan twice against Olmsted Falls and Amherst, and then Marco Sorigliano against Northwestern. So it was a privilege to see those runners. I haven't had an opportunity to catch Kathy yet, but I'm sure in the playoff run we'll catch something on YouTube with Lorain County Sports Network. So with the Lorain County Sports Network schedule for this week, the Lorain County Sports Network game that can be viewed on YouTube is Edison versus Vermilion. Then a WDLW game, which we'll get a little bit more in depth about that. Far as we'll talk about the computer standings after the first break, is the Midview Middies versus Elyria. A lot on the line there for Elyria, who sits at 1-7, and I believe Midview is at 3-5, if I'm correct. And then Black River and Clearview, they'll be looking at the scoreboard as they play that game, as they're trying to see if Columbia will get upset. So Black River and Clearview sit at second place in the Lorain County 8. That game is on WOBL. Remember, the Ohio News Network is at 6, and then the local pregame's at 6:30, and then the actual kickoff of the game is at 7. Then immediate following, tune into the Achieve Credit Union postgame show with Dave Rivera on WOBL Sports, WOBL and WDL Sports. And you can also view his show. Will be on Facebook Live. And again, Tyler and myself will be in Avon Lake as North Ridgeville Rangers, another game with a lot of computer points on the line. They travel to the Avon Lake Shoremen. We'll be there for the spotlight game. Our spotlight game this week is sponsored by Railroad Brewing Center Station on at 820 Center Road in Avon, just south of the tracks, the old Bubba Q. Check it out. We've got a lot of his menu specials up there, game night specials. Check it out before you go to the game, right on 83, right down the street. North Ridgeville and Avon Lake fans, when fans that just want to see good high school football. I was listening to 97.1, The Fan out of Columbus, and they were talking about having college football games on Friday nights. And Bobby Carpenter, who hosts Morning Juice, said high school football in the state of Ohio is too important for college football to be played on Friday night here in this state. It just is. It's just what most of the communities do in the fall, and it's a tradition here. And you should be happy to be part of that experience, and the players should be happy to be part of that fraternity. It's very unique, and it trickles down from Woody Hayes and Paul Brown, and I can go on and on. All the great traditions of Ohio football, and Lorain County is right there in the mix. And real quick, I'll look at the AP poll has in Division 6, Columbia has moved up to 8. Avon is at 3 behind the Massillon Tigers, and Akron Hoban. So Avon sits at 3. I see Cincinnati Woods dropped out of the top 10. I imagine they got knocked off. So we're in the mix there. I'm sure Avon Lake will be in the mix. Black River out after everything's said and done. So again, congratulations to Kevin Jordan. He's our first Elyria High player this year to win Lorain County Friday Night Lights Player of the Week, sponsored by Peace, Love, and Little Donuts in Avon, Ohio. He will receive a dozen of donuts and, of course, a Lorain County Friday Night Lights T-shirt. This is a throwback. This is the old one from last year, but he'll receive the new logo, as you can see behind me. As you see, we got all the stars there. I'm so big, I'm blocking a few of them, but you get the meaning of it. So we'll recap. Let me recap last week's game. Rocky River, it was close over EC, 35-21. Rocky River's only loss is to Perkins, we're looking at his scores today at work. Man, they've scored 80 once, over 50 twice, 43 times. Rocky River is the only team to score 4 touchdowns or more. So they Rocky River, I know it's outside of Lorain County, but they got a big game against Bay. I think they both sit at 7-1. So Rocky River takes care of Elyria Catholic in a Great Lakes Conference matchup, 35-21. Lorain skunks Shaw 57-0. Huron, who's a real tough matchup for Vermilion, 56-0 over the Sailors. And again, 3 games in a row where no one scored. Firelands takes it to Keystone. A young Keystone is trying to get healthy. Firelands takes care of them, 35-0. And then, wow, Tyler, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 games where no one scored. So lopsided games last week. I never really paid attention to that. Black River took care of my Cardinals, 35-0. And then we had a close one. We were there. Elyria 46, Amherst 41. Amherst much improved. Bunch of tough kids, made some big plays. Cole Norris, the big plays with his arm and his ability to get out of the pocket and extend plays. That was a close game. If Amherst gets that onside kick, we might be looking at a different story. But congratulations to the Elyria Pioneers. That was their senior night. Kevin Jordan carried them. the Trico Baker, man, he's got some wheels on him. Offensive line really wore down Amherst in the second half, and Kevin Joyner popped two of them for about 50 yards plus. And again, we'll talk to him later on the show. And then Avon 45, Midview 7. And then a surprise, Berea Mid-Park Titans take care of our Rangers 41-7. A lot of lopsided games this week, Tyler. And then we've got Olmsted Falls taking care of Avon Lake, which is Avon Lake gave up 49 points, 50 points. We'd have to look that up. I don't believe Avon has scored 50 points on them. That's uncharacteristic of a Avon Lake football team. Gave up 49 points. They go down in the Southwest Conference matchup, 49-24. And then the game, the WOBL covered. Fox 8 came and piggybacked along with the Cleveland Browns game, the game that we had been talking about basically since week 6. We knew it was a collision course. They were going to crash, and they did it at Southwest General Stadium on Route 82. Columbia goes away a winner in a one-possession game, 20-13. I believe Columbia, late in the third or in the fourth, just mustered a 90-yard drive, and Sirigliano punched it in for the go-ahead touchdown. And I believe someone missed an extra point. It might have been Columbia. That's why they had 20. But a very, very tough game. Nothing to be ashamed of. Clearview Clippers hung in there. And from Adam Skavnicki said it was standing room only. There was no seats in the house. So it was probably a great atmosphere, as was when we were in Amherst and Elyria. That's the first time I got a chance to see their stadium. Man, what a heck of a facility! The track and I hadn't been there. It was really nice, and I look forward to returning next year for the Pioneers. And I want to thank Amanda Derry for sponsoring us. She's Elyria, City of Elyria city attorney, at law. So we want to appreciate her. She didn't get an opportunity to come out because she's working a concession stand supporting Elyria High football, but we truly appreciate her support. So that's the recap of last week. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the playoff scenarios, and we'll dive in a little bit into we'll call them the Four Horsemen: Sirigliano, Solomon, Caffey, and Jordan. Lorain County's Four Horsemen. I'll take mine against yours anytime. Give me the big fella at Avon Hamilton. Give me number 55 at Elyria. Give me another lineman from Lorain High, and we'll put the other two together on the line, and let's see if you can stop us. So we'll be back. Let's talk in depth to get about those stats, and then we'll take another break, and then at the bottom of the hour we'll bring in Kevin Jordan after that, and then we'll have who you got, and then we'll get out of here. As always, Lorain County Friday Night Lights. Stay healthy, stay positive. See you later.
Simplify Print Management. For over 30 years, R&K Technologies has been a leading provider of document technology solutions. As an authorized distributor and service provider for Xerox Office and KIP wide format equipment, R&K can tailor the optimal equipment solution. Eliminate day-to-day headaches associated with your printers, copiers, and wide format devices. Simplify with R&K. One invoice, one partner, zero hassle. Visit their website, rnktechnologies.com. Go Panthers!
If you're in the market to purchase a home or sell your home or looking for an investment property, give Josh Hammonds a call at 440-506-1036. He's part of the Swanzer Agency Realtors Group. Hey, Lorain County Friday Night Lights. We'll hop in real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit about a couple playoff scenarios of some teams that are have some possibilities of moving. As we talked about the WDLW game of the week, Midview versus Elyria. Elyria currently sits at 15th in Region 1, Division 1. They're going to they don't control their own destiny, so they need to win. I don't know who they play week 10, but that's a big game. It's a big game against Midview. They'll get They'll get some secondary points because Midview has 3 games, and then Midview. I don't have their number. Midview sits at number 14. And, the top 16 make it, so they it's a must win. Just moving forward, even though Elyria doesn't only has 1 win, Midview has to continue to win and look for some help to stay afloat and stay above that 16th place line. So going to be a great game. WDLW game of the week, Ohio's News Network at 6. And WDLW kicks off their local coverage at 6:30. An actual game kicks off at 7. And I just wanted to let you know the last segment, the recap, was provided by, supported by KM Voice Studios. I'm sitting here in our luxurious studios here in North Ridgeville, Ohio, in the Mills Industrial Parkway. I'd like to thank KM Voice for putting a great show together every week. Home, here, in studio, and on the road. So anytime you need any of your production and commercials, you check out Railroad Brewing Center Station, the commercial there. We also had the Nets commercial that they produced. Last year they produced my Wing Money game show, along with they produced every Spotlight game. So a lot of skilled guys here, and they're led by Tyler on the 1s and 2s. So I want to let you know, KM Voice Studios here in North Ridgeville. If you need their information, you can contact Tyler Piggott, or you can get a hold of me and inbox me, and I can send you directly to Tyler. So again, Railroad Brewing Center, 820 Center Road, just south of the tracks in Avon, the old Bubba Cube. They are going to be our Lorain County Friday Night Lights Spotlight game sponsor, North Ridgeville versus Avon Lake. As we talk about them, Avon Lake currently sits at 4th. They control their own destiny. They win. They're gonna host a home playoff game. They'll be in the top 4. Then North Ridgeville currently sits at 7. So they control their own destiny. They play Avon Lake, and then I think they finish up with Midview. So big game. Avon Lake looking to keep pace on that top 4, because I believe top 4 will give you a second home game, I believe. I'm not sure how that works with 16. Someone come in here and let me know. Right now, the Titans score is what? Lorain High Titans are actually playing the Bedford Bearcats tonight, and the last score I got is Lorain 7, Bedford 6 with 1:05 left in the first. So continue to send us updates. Who sent an update, Tyler? Do you know? Michelle Lee. Michelle, we appreciate all your work you do for the Titans. Continue to send updates. We truly appreciate it. And then back to the standings. Yeah, North Ridgeville sits at 7. They control their own destiny. They knock off Avon Lake. And then they finish up against Midview. They travel to Midview, the Midview Middies, for another backyard brawl similar to week 1 when they played North Olmsted. And they control their own destiny. They're looking to have a home playoff game. So a lot of opportunities here. Lorain looks like they're going to have a home playoff game. Avon Lake, Avon, North Ridgeville has an opportunity. And Clearview currently sits at 6th. And I believe they control their own destiny. Clearview plays Brookside this week, and then they finish up with Black River. So still a lot to play for. They still a conference championship possibility for the Clippers. If Columbia can get knocked off, they can be co-champs with the Raiders. And, again, during the KM Voice recap, we talked about that game it lived up to everything that we talked about. So in a 2013 matchup, and Avon sits in first place in Division 2 Region 6. Let's see. Okay, we got Lorain, Firelands is at 11th. I was looking at the Pasture 50 Fabulous, I believe his site is called, and they have a great opportunity to probably stay at 11 or 12. I don't think it's a realm of possibility of them hosting a home game. So a lot of scenarios. We've got, 16, 17 teams, schools here, and we've got, I think Brookside and Keystone need a lot of help. Wellington is still mathematically not eliminated. I believe Oberlin is the only school that's eliminated in Lorain County. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm not counting Columbia. We've got 9 out of our 17 schools that are in the running going into week 9 for the playoffs. I don't know what the math is, but I know that's over 50%. We're probably looking at about 60% of Lorain County schools are in the hunt. And Columbia sits at, I believe they're at 4 or 5 in their region. So, and, how can I forget? And Black River also. I'll have to look up Black River. Tyler, if you can find the Black River standings for me, where they're at Joe Attell. So I know that what's that put us at? That puts us at 11, right? That puts us at 11. So 11 out of 17 schools are in the playoff hunt. I'll put that number against any county in the state of Ohio. So, and man, Black River's 9th. Amherst is in the hunt. I don't know how I forgot my comments. They were one of my schools there. If you can find Amherst up there real quick, they'll be in Region 2, Division 6. There we go. No, they're in the same with Avon. Yeah, where are they at? Where's Amherst sitting at? Amherst is just outside looking in. They sit at 17. I don't know who's Amherst playing. Amherst playing this week, but they still got an opportunity. I'll post up all the scenarios. Monday morning I'll have the scenarios as we go into week 10. But we're looking at about 12 schools. Yeah. All right. Amherst, stay healthy and play for week 10. That's all you can do. Big improvement. 3-4 wins this season, as Jason Fellenstein mentioned. That was their realistic goal. And we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. We're gonna bring Kevin Jordan on here, our Lorain County Friday Night Lights Player of the Week, sponsored by Peace, Love, and Little Donuts, and we'll be right back.
Simplify Print Management. For over 30 years, R&K Technologies has been a leading provider of document technology solutions. As an authorized distributor and service provider for Xerox Office and KIP wide format equipment, R&K can tailor the optimal equipment solution. Eliminate day-to-day headaches associated with your printers, copiers, and wide format devices. Simplify with R&K. One invoice, one partner, zero hassle. Visit their website, rnktechnologies.com. Go Panthers!
If you're in the market to purchase a home or sell your home or looking for an investment property, give Josh Hammonds a call at 440-506-1036. He's part of the Swanzer Agency Realtors Group. Hey, Lorain County Friday Night Lights. We got Kevin Jordan here of the Elyria High Pioneers. He's a Lorain County Friday Night Lights Player of the Week presented by Peace, Love, and Little Donuts in Avon, Ohio. We really appreciate their support of youth high school football here in Lorain County. So I was talking to Kevin off the air, and I was just telling him we got an opportunity to see him against Olmsted Falls. And how many carries did you have against Olmsted Falls, Kevin?
37.
37. And when you talk about a workhorse, right there in Wikipedia, it should have Kevin Jordan's name right next to it. 37 carries. And then we, at the last week's game against Amherst, how many carries you have in that game?
30.
30. So 67 carries. In the Amherst game, you break the record of the single rushing record at Elyria High School. We're talking about great tradition at Elyria High, the oldest school west of the Appalachian Mountains. Got to be the longest tradition of football probably in northeastern Ohio, rivaling Camp McKinley and Massillon. So you crushed a lot of history there. Vic Janowicz, who's a Hall of Famer and a Ohio State All-American and a Heisman Trophy winner, along with Hubert Oliver, who played in the NFL. The Godbolts, I could go on and on. Gerald Madison played at Elyria High. I mean, you should be very proud of your accomplishments along with your offensive line. Now, I know you had 5 touchdowns, and so can you tell us a little bit about that last one that kind of sealed it when you were running south towards the scoreboard? Tyler and I looked up and heard. Well, first of all, we heard the screams, and then we just seen you just break out and run for pay dirt. Can you tell us a little bit about that play?
It wasn't. I don't really necessarily think it was a play arranged for me to score.
Okay.
I think it was a play for me. I think it was a play arranged for me to get a couple first downs.
Right.
But knowing my teammates, they're very good at what they do. So the blocking schemes work well. And once I got 10 yards down the field, I just seen a lot of grass.
Yeah, and then I believe you start counting, right? You start
Yeah.
counting. I think you 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you had so many, I think you lost count. So that was Tyler pointed that out to me. My producer, he goes, "Hey, Rich, I think he's counting." I said, "Well, he has every right to, because Amherst, that was a tough game. That was a tough game. That could have went either way. Amherst made some big plays in the first half, and you guys came and just lack of a better word, just smash mouthed them. And where do you get that mentality of? I mean, you're taking some hits and you don't back down. Where do you get that from? When did you start? When did you start playing football?
I started playing football when I was a kid, around 8. The mentality just comes from an old coach of ours that passed away. His name is Devin Bogart. We call it the Bogart your way. It's just always having that dog mentality, willing to finish the games, willing to give all your effort.
Right. Even when the game was out of balance, I still seen that against Olmsted Falls. That takes a special player to do that, even when the chips are down. As you know, you guys were looking for a win in the regular season and also in Southwest Conference play. And as you know, you take on Midview, who's a Elyria High rival. You guys currently sit at 15th spot, top 16, making the playoffs. Tell us a little bit about that Midview matchup without giving everything away, so Coach Fox won't be upset with me. But that's going to be a heck of a Southwest Conference matchup. You guys go right down the street against the Middies.
I'm not going to give too much of the game plan, but the game plan is to spread the ball around to some of our best players. I mean, obviously,
Right.
I'm not the best player on the field,
Right.
so it's just a matter of as what we do as a team. How all our players do their 111th.
Right. That's great approach by Coach Fox. So I believe that last one had to be 50, 55 yards, and you had 2 other touchdowns over 50 or over 40. And then I know you punched one in, got kind of far away from us. I know that looked like it was inside the 20. So we later on the show we'll talk about it. But I got this name, and you're part of it. I call you guys the Four Horsemen. Marco Sirigliano, Kevin Jordan, John Solomon, Jakarian Caffey. Y'all take, because if you don't know too much about this podcast in our group, we focus on Lorain County Lorain County football players, and we're proud to say that you're part of that foursome. I'll take you 4 guys against any 4 guys in Lorain in the state of Ohio. I'll take mine against theirs. You give me your Newsom kid. You give me Hamilton from Avon. We'll pick up another couple kids, and I just want to tell you that was a great accomplishment. I know a lot about my family connected to Elyria High football, and when I heard that, I mean, you were just running crazy. We couldn't keep up with. It was hard to keep up with your touchdowns. Damn sure couldn't keep up with your yards. So, as you said, you're not the best player on the team. That's debatable. That's good to be modest. But since you're talking about your teammates, can you give us a shout out to all your linemen from left tackle to right tackle?
All right, starting off at left tackle, we got Jackson Goodspeed.
He's only a sophomore.
He's only a sophomore.
Yeah, big boy.
And we got left tackle. The starter is Christian, and the backup is Jamil Abernathy.
Okay.
Then we got coming in young, our center, Parker Osborne. He's only a freshman.
Got a freshman and sophomore starting at Elyria High on the line. Okay, future's looking bright there.
Right guard, we have 2. They switch back and forth. We have Michael Alvarez and Zion Newsom.
Okay.
And then at right tackle, we have Devon Johnson. He's a senior. Going to be the most missed out of the senior class.
Right. Well, you've got a sophomore. What grade is Newsom in?
He's only a junior.
Okay, so you got 3 of your 5 coming back with a reserve in there. So future's bright on the south side of Elyria. That's good to hear. As you know, you'll get a Lorain County Friday Night Lights T-shirt, the one with the on the back. I got the throwback from a couple years ago, and then we'll give you you receive a dozen of donuts, a certificate for a dozen of donuts to Peace, Love, and Little Donuts by Avon in Avon, Ohio, on Center Road. You'll probably with them big guys, you'll probably have to buy another dozen. But we'll start you off with the 12. What you could probably do is, and what do you go by? You got this Pablo. What is it?
No, that's just a Facebook name. I didn't make it.
Okay. I mean, how can I get a hold of you? Because I'm riding Elyria off of South Abbey. You can just come by and pick up your certificate and T-shirt. Where can I send you a message?
You can send me a message through my phone number.
Okay. Tyler has your number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll do that. And congratulations again. As always, Lorain County Friday Night Lights says stay healthy, stay positive. I look forward for you guys to battle Midview, and then you got to go over to Finney Stadium and take a well-improved Berea Mid Park and improve on that 15th place. And you guys are having a real – I seen the improvement from the Olmsted Falls game to the to Amherst game, and that's all you can ask for is improve. So you got 2 more weeks to improve, and then we go into week 11. We go into the I call it – we have a non-conference, we have a conference, and then we go into week 11. Anything can happen in playoffs. Anything can happen. That's why they put 2 points on the ball. And it hits the ground, it can bounce anywhere. So keep grinding, and tell Coach Fox, Rich Flowers said hello from Lorain County Friday Night Lights. And, again, stay positive and stay healthy. Hey, Lorain County Friday Night Lights, we'll go on break. We'll be right back. We'll talk about the 4 horsemen, as Kevin Jordan's one of them. And then we'll do Who You Got, and then we'll get out of here. Stay healthy, stay positive. Take care.
Thank you.
Simplify Print Management. For over 30 years, R&K Technologies has been a leading provider of document technology solutions. As an authorized distributor and service provider for Xerox Office and KIP wide format equipment, R&K can tailor the optimal equipment solution. Eliminate day-to-day headaches associated with your printers, copiers, and wide format devices. Simplify with R&K. One invoice, one partner, zero hassle. Visit their website, rnktechnologies.com. Go Panthers!
If you're in the market to purchase a home or sell your home or looking for an investment property, give Josh Hammonds a call at 440-506-1036. He's part of the Swanzer Agency Realtors Group. Hey, Lorain County Friday Night Lights are going to take the place of Mr. Versatility, Steve Gerald, who's had I guess it was an entertainment business meeting. He's at the Columbus Blue Jackets game, their season opener. So he's on ice, as we would say. So I just came up with this, kind of trying to keep up with Gary Tollett as he came up with podcast to broadcast. As you know, Lorain County Sports Network, in conjunction with Lorain County Friday Night Lights, your high school football weekend starts at 7 o'clock here every Thursday. So, and then it goes all the way. Obviously, we cover 4 games tomorrow night. We've got the Elyria Midview game and WDLW. Everybody's fighting for computer points there. And then we've got the Black River Clearview game on WOBL. And then Tyler and myself will be at the Memorial Stadium in Avon as the Rangers travel to the Shoremen in a Southwest Conference matchup. Both sitting, Avon Lake sitting at 4 and North Ridgeville sitting at 7. And then Edison and Vermilion are going to be on Lorain County Sport Network YouTube game of the week. So that should be another good one. Edison, real talented. I know they played Vermilion earlier in the year, so that should be a good matchup. But real quick, I want to talk about our four horsemen. We'll start off with Marco Sirigliano. Total yards for his career, 5,572, 89 rushing touchdowns, 99 total touchdowns, 27 games are of 100 yards or more in his career. 99, Tyler sits at what? That's the Lorain County record, and then he has the Lorain County touchdown record for a career, and he has the total yards record for a career in Lorain County, correct? Yeah, I believe he does. Okay, if not, Al McKinney or Brandon Coleman have that. So he's 4th in the state in rushing yards this season, 7th for points, 6th for total touchdowns. He's tied 9th in the state of all-time touchdowns scored at 99 with week 8 and 9, with week 9 and 10 coming, and week 11 and beyond, he definitely will eclipse the top, stay in the top 10. Might I don't know if he has an opportunity to get to the top 5. You never know. And then the young man we just had on, Kevin Jordan, who was injured for games 2 and 3. Just a pure workhorse against Olmsted Falls, 37 carries. He's got some breakaway speed, had 3 touchdowns or 40 yards or more against the Amherst Comets. And he's not afraid to run between the tackles. Got a young but much improved offensive line that gives him a great push. Kevin Jordan of Elyria High, he's got, 9 rushing touchdowns this year, and he's got 4 games over 100 yards. 2 of those games, I believe, being over 250 yards. He just broke the Elyria High single-game rushing record. I don't know who carried that before. Maybe someone can chime in and let me know there. And then we've got John Solomon. We only got his senior stats, but I don't need to see his stats. I seen him live, and I know if you can chime in there, give me a record. I know he broke some records, single game record for the Lorain High Titans. So those 3 guys there, and Jakarian Caffey, as you've seen, we put that in our group photo. He surpassed Ross Douglas and Bobby LaRosa of the Avon Eagles. I know Bobby LaRosa had 3,860 yards in his career, rushing yards. Jakarian Caffey, I don't know his currently numbers. Coach Elder will have to email me his stats. I've got up through week 7, and through week 7 he was at 3,853. Obviously, he surpassed that. Then he has 54 touchdowns. But I looked at his stats. Caffey brings something a little different than what Sirigliano, Jordan, and Solomon bring, is his ability to catch the ball and make yards after the catch. I believe he has 649 career yards coming out of the backfield. So those 4 guys, like I said, for the 3rd time, I'll take those 4 guys. Jordan's got a first-team Southwest Conference player, running back, first-team Southwest Conference, along with Caffey, Sirigliano's. And anything can happen in the next 2 weeks, but he's got to be looking at the Golden Helmet Award. And then John Solomon having another All-Ohio running back season, as they're currently playing Bedford, and the last update we had was 7-6. If Michelle Lee can punch in and give us a score, or anybody, it was Andrew Fongo, if he can. So I have conflicting here. She has Lorain 7, Bedford 6. Right. At halftime. Okay. Yeah. If someone could find out the score for us there, I truly appreciate it. But regardless, it looks like the Titans are in for a fight as they sit at 7-1. So John Solomon, who's leading the Titans on the field, their comeback. They struggled the past few years. They're looking to they're in the lead of the Lake Erie League, and looking to I think do everything but clinch it if they beat Bedford today. So I just wanted to give a shout out to our 4 horsemen. They deserve plenty of accolades along with their offensive linemen. And then we'll get into who you got, and hopefully we'll get an update here as Tyler is scrolling through trying to find the scores. And we got Lorain is on the who you got, presented by Nick Abraham, Elyria Ford. Lorain is unanimous over Bedford. Then we've got Edison versus Vermilion, which is the Lorain County Sport Network Game of the Week. You can search YouTube, find that through Lorain County Sports Network. Coach Garcia is the only one to take the Sailors. Then EC is big favorites, unanimous favorites over Fairview in a Great Lake Conference matchup. Fairview sits at 1-7, and I believe EC's at 2-6. EC needs to win, and they've probably got about a 60% chance of getting to Week 11. And then we've got Avon Lake and North Ridgeville. I told you that's our Lorain County Friday Night Lights Spotlight Game of the Week, sponsored by Railroad Brewing Center Station on 820 Center Road in Avon, Ohio, just south of the tracks of the old Bubba Cube. Stop by before the game. A lot of beverage specials along with food specials right before the game. Stop by any day, but look for the Lorain County Friday Night Lights specials tomorrow night. Then we've got the Midview Elyria game, and we just had Kevin Jordan, who was our Lorain County Friday Night Lights Peace, Love, and Donuts Player of the Week. Talked about the matchup there. Like I said, Elyria's going to try to use all their talented players and spread the field on the middies. Should be a great matchup. I think we're right down the middle there between the middies and the Pioneers. Should be a tough Southwest Conference matchup. Everybody's looking for computer points there. Then Avon, unanimous over Amherst. Columbia, another big favorite over the Brookside Cardinals. And then Clearview and Black River. That game might be a little closer than you think. Clearview is a big favorite with Rhonda Brown and Sean Sword taking the Black River Pirates. Keystone, two programs that are struggling. Everybody took Keystone except the members. They took Wellington. And then Firelands over Oberlin. From everything I hear, Oberlin is going to be able to field a team this week. So they're big favorites. And as we look at the standings right here, Matt Thompson sits at first place with 94. Dan Giles is second place right behind Matt with 93. Coach Kabuski in third at 89. Then Caldwell, Sowers, and Sword are 4, 5, and 6 with 87, 86, and 85. Coach Garcia took a big hit, taking the Clearview Clippers. He slides to 7th. Our redshirt freshman, who was on, if you want to take a look and put a face to the name, our redshirt junior, Tyler Hatcher, was on air with us at our Lorain County Friday Night Lights Spotlight Game of the Week. Sponsored by Amanda Deary. And then Scotty Bryant sits at 9th along with Ray Pena. And then I'm right behind them with 79. And Rhonda Brown and the members sit at 12th. So it's a lot of football. It's a lot of football to be played. We still got 10 games this week, another 11 games next week, and then we go all the way through the playoffs. So it's still chase for the belt. Still chase for the belt. As always, Lorain County Friday Night Lights. It's 8:00. We didn't get an update. Okay, so Lorain is down by a point at halftime, 7-6. So please, while I'm driving home, please continue to, if you get any updates, anybody at the Lorain game, or if you know anybody's there, please update that to Lorain County Friday Night Lights, as the Lorain Titans are trying to clinch the Lake Erie League. So we're out of here. I hope you enjoyed everything. And again, I want to thank all our sponsors, R&K Technologies. Check us out in the morning. R&K Technologies check-in, along with Elyria Ford sponsored our Who You Got. And we just really appreciate all our sponsors. And without them, this just wouldn't happen. So I'll continue to update. I'll put a post up in the morning. And again, with our R&K Technologies, all your office needs, get in touch with R&K Technologies, and we're gonna be out of here. And another thing, he had to leave after halftime. He missed a great game. The Eyes of Joe Photography came and gave us a shout out. He was right next to us. I wanted to get him on the air. I didn't realize he has to get home and edit everything and send it over to the Morning Journal. But hopefully our paths will cross again, maybe at the Clearview Brookside game week 10. So as Lorain Frederick Lights, I want to thank Kevin Jordan for coming on. I thank Tyler on the ones and twos. I want to thank you, members, 8,660 plus and growing. Hey, maybe in the off season we can get to 9,000. We're still working on a lot of stuff here. We're always trying to create more opportunities to showcase these players in Lorain County, and we'll continue to do that along with WOBL and WDL Sports. Again, tune in right after all the games tomorrow night to the Achieve Credit Union post game, hosted by Dave Rivera. You can see him. He'll be on Facebook Live. WOBL, WDLW Sports. Hey, Lorain County Friday Night Lights. Stay healthy. Stay positive. I'm out.